Detroit. Local 4 live stream with Jason Carr starts now.
Oh, look at that, right on the end of the music cue.
Yeah, got a little lucky.
That's amazing, and it's looped even. Good Monday morning to you. Coming to you live from inside the WDIV compound in downtown Detroit. This is Jason Carr Live. We call it the 9:15-ish today. It's the 9:28-ish.
I'll take a little bit of the blame for that.
Oh, somebody set the camera on some funky something or other, right?
Bottom line, we figured it out. We're here now.
Problem solved.
There you go. I'm a problem solver.
Jacob's in today for producer John. Jacob's always here assisting John. Steckroff take the day off?
I guess. He's just slacking off, you know. Taking Mondays off now.
Oh, I hope he's not watching. He's got accused of slacking off. How are you all doing? Make sure you hit us up on the comments and talk about your weekend, your Lions victory celebrations, your graphics that appear magically on the screen.
Oh, my bad.
Hey, we do have the secret to crispy chicken to share with you via Wired.com. This is actually a thing. You took, would you say photos?
Yeah, I took some screenshots from the video. The full video, it's about 3 minutes, is on Wired.com. Explains the best way to cook chicken and get the perfect crispy skin.
This is if you want crispy chicken skin as opposed to turkey skin.
Yes. That wouldn't be good on the chicken, obviously.
All right, so you poke the skin a bunch of times with a paring knife, then you pound the chicken until it's about a ½ inch thick, and then you start in a cold pan instead of a hot pan.
Yes. You
cook with another pan on top of it to weigh it down, so a pan within a pan.
Yes. And then when it comes out, you should have this nice thin layer of crispy chicken skin, just what you hope for.
With General Tso's sauce, with the seasoning?
Rest in peace.
The creator of General Tso's chicken passed away just days after the inventor of the Big Mac died at the age of 98. Chef Peng Chung Kui died at the age of 98 as well.
There he is.
Died from pneumonia.
Yeah, and you know, you have General Tso's chicken. You a big fan, Jason?
The Pei Wei spicy chicken version of this. I mean, it's basically Pei Wei's, you know, or P.F. Chang's reimagining of this, but
same principle.
Same principle. It's good. So, R.I.P. Chef Peng Chung Kui, if I'm saying that correctly. Coffee Pop-Tarts are a thing. We're off to a curiously hungry start.
Lots of good food.
TV's Ken has leaned in just in time for Pop-Tarts that are flavored like coffee. What's going on?
Just turn the volume up a little bit so people can hear you.
Are they saying they can't hear me?
Just a little low.
A little low?
Just a little bit. We got it up now. We are here to make the people happy. Oh no. He was just mouthing words there. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Dunkin' Donuts is collaborating with Frosted Chocolate Mocha and Frosted Latte. There's no release date for these, but they will be grocery stores throughout the month of December and will only be available for...
You're faking it well. I'll give you that.
I'm not the first to do it. Kudos to Chevy Chase. Chocolate Mocha and Vanilla Latte.
I'd try them. I'm not a big coffee guy, but I'm a big Pop-Tart guy, believe it or
I
not.
do love Frosted Strawberry Pop-Tarts. There's no doubt about that. Talk about a holdover from childhood.
Yeah, whenever I am just kind of running a little late, as I was today, just running out the door, grab a nice strawberry Pop-Tart on the way out. Simple.
Frosted or unfrosted?
Frosted. Always frosted. I've never really liked the non-frosted Pop-Tarts. I don't know.
Yeah, there's no point there, right?
Yeah, I feel there's no advantage. It's just like less of what you love.
All right, now here's a story. If high school kids in Australia can replicate a $750 drug for $2, why is it so expensive to buy? Well, apparently Martin Shkreli would explain that to you given the opportunity, because he's unimpressed via Twitter with these kids that synthesize the key ingredient of the drug that he jacked the rate of. Remember this whole story?
Yeah, there's the price hike.
Daraprim, it was previously $13.50 a pill, and then went all the way up to $750 a pill for specious reasons.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make a lot of sense, but as you said, these students in Australia replicated the drug for really, really cheap. I mean, it's a lower grade, and you can't get as much. You can't get as much of it, obviously, because
economies of scale.
Yeah, all that sort of stuff. And as you said, Schrick really wasn't too happy on Twitter, and he basically pointed out all the reasons it was possible, but wasn't as good as his. But for people who aren't willing to pay $750, I'm sure people will be interested.
Well, the No Fun League has returned. The NFL, back when the Fun Bunch was celebrating in the end zone. This is before your time, but
doing a little dance. You can't do anything now.
The No Fun League has earned its title. Apparently, a snow angel to blame this time around.
Yeah, you can't dunk on the goalpost, and now you can't do snow angels. This happened twice yesterday. In the Niners-Bears game in Chicago, there was a blizzard. Niners return to punt. Players do snow angels. Excessive celebration. Literally, no more than like a half hour later, Randall Cobb scores a touchdown in Green Bay. Snow angel, 15-yard penalty. And they just started calling this a penalty because if you'll remember, when the Patriots, young Tom Brady, Wes Welker, all those teams, they would do snow angels all the time. They would never get penalties. But now,
that's the No Fun League in action.
But now it's a problem.
We're having fun with the NFL because the Lions are 8-4, 2 games clear of the rest of the division. What is going on with this Lions team? What do you have for us? Do you have a?
I was pretty shocked by the game. I thought the Saints were going to drop like 40 or 50 points on us. But the defense stepped up, picked off Drew Brees 3 times. Stafford had a great game. And now, like you said, 8-4, going into a game next week against a struggling Bears team. It's looking good. It's looking good.
Well, it's usually the trap game. When it starts looking good and they get a little full of themselves, confident, and then all of a sudden, boot to the head.
Yeah, I mean, we've already lost to the Bears once. Already lost to the Bears once. It'd be very Lions to win the game. Nobody thought they would. By double digits for the first time all season, then bring Chicago in and lose. Uh-oh. What's Rod saying?
Rod, would you like to come over and defend your Matthew Stafford position that he's, until he wins a playoff game, he's nothing?
You've misinterpreted what I said.
Yeah.
What I said was the Lions were not a properly constructed football team.
This is the first I'm hearing of this.
That's not true.
Okay,
what I said was they needed to trade him to get value so they could properly construct a football team. I still say win one playoff game, and then we can talk about how great Matthew Stafford is. Just one.
David's smiling at you. Hey.
Right? Just one. Just win one, and then we can talk about how great he is.
Okay, so when the Lions actually go on a playoff run this year, in this wacky, crazy year that's 2016, are you going to come back on and?
If he wins a playoff game, now we're talking. Now we got something. But until he wins a playoff game, don't even talk to me about it.
Rob Maloney, everybody.
There you go.
Soon to return and eat massive amounts of crow. What's that?
They're going to win the division first.
Oh boy.
What do you think, Jason? Are they going to win the division?
Yes, they will. They will win the division, and who knows what can happen in the playoffs, honestly.
Hey, if they win the division, host a playoff game, I mean, that'd be the first time in I don't even know how long.
Headline from BuzzFeed.com. Trump says he intends to nominate Ben Carson as Housing and Urban Development Secretary.
They already announced it.
I'm reading the headline. The retired neurosurgeon had previously suggested that he would not be well suited to join the administration due to his lack of government experience. He ran for president.
Yeah, but he didn't win.
Yeah, but he ran.
It's like that elusive Lions playoff victory.
I'm going to run for president, but if I end up in line for a cabinet post, I may not be qualified. Well, wait, I might be qualified after all.
Jason Carr, 2020?
No.
No? Oh, crazy. This audio.
Crazy. It's missing audio. What are the folks saying on the Facebook?
They're learning new tricks about the chicken. They like the chicken. Lots of good mornings to you, Jason.
What about the chicken?
They're saying they're learning new tricks about the chicken. They didn't know that.
Let's go back to the topic and redo that, revisit that.
So this is a scientific way to cook crispy chicken to have the perfect crispy chicken skin. You take the bone in pieces and take the rib bones off. You poke the skin 30 to 40 times to let the fat out with a paring knife. You pound the chicken until it's about a ½ inch thick. Start it in a cold pan as opposed to a hot pan to cook it. And then you put another pan on top of that to weigh it down. And when it's all said and done, you should have the perfect crispy chicken skin on your chicken. Like I said, the full video is on wired.com, 3 minutes. He goes a bit more into the scientific reasonings for every single step, but if you're a big crispy chicken fan, which I am.
Who isn't a big crispy chicken fan? I mean, that pretty much extends to everybody, right?
Yeah.
By the way, I've been getting into podcasts lately.
Okay. I'm a big podcast guy.
Have you heard of We Hate Movies?
I have. I haven't listened to it, but I have a couple friends who are huge movie buffs who
Oh my God. I have been listening to they do a 90-minute podcast. I mean, each podcast is a different movie, a so bad it's good movie.
Yeah.
And Anaconda, the giant snake movie from 1997 with...
I've heard of it. Haven't seen it, but heard of it.
Oh my God, it's epically bad, but so campy good at the same time. These guys have had me in tears listening, just the flights of fancy they go off, making fun of this movie. It's very Mystery Science Theater 3000.
That's good. And what did you say that was called?
Oh, We Hate Movies. It is their podcast from, is it November 16th? It's their episode that they did on the movie Anaconda. About 30 minutes into it, I literally had tears coming out of my eyes. They were doing such a great job mercilessly poking fun at John Voight's accent in this movie.
That's awesome.
Which by turn sounds kind of French, and at other times sounds kind of Portuguese.
I'm sure that, hey, that's what makes bad movies good. It gives you the stuff you can remember. It gives you the stuff you can laugh at. And like I said, that's why podcasts are so great. You can just have them on in the background while you're doing something else, and it can make you laugh. Make something not so great better just because you got some good content coming.
I remember when I first started watching Mystery Science Theater 3000, like 23 or 4 years ago on what was then, let's see, the Comedy Channel and Comedy Central combined for Comedy Central, I think it was what it was. But Comedy Central had that and Kids in the Hall. Mm-hmm. Do you know about the Kids in the Hall?
I don't. That's a bit before my time.
Hysterically funny, both of them. Very, very funny. Okay, that's going to do it for us. Don't forget, we have Live in the D with me, Chuck, and Tati. So you see.
Tati. All right.
So that's your cue to say, stay classy.
Stay classy.
All right, we'll see.
Thank you.